So here's the property. As you guys have probably seen many times, the new roof is definitely a plus. 2018 is what the listing says as far as when it was installed, so about a 5-year-old roof, which is good. However, a lot of the siding, I mean, obviously we need a paint job, which is the least of our worries. But you know, right here is why one of the reasons the property cannot qualify for FHA or VA financing, which is the majority of the buyers purchasing in this price point for a primary residence. Now, there's buyers who will purchase in this price point for investment properties, you know, flip properties, where they obviously will fix it up. And so that is probably going to be the market we have to go after, since it doesn't qualify in its current condition for the buyers looking to purchase as a primary residence. We have, you know, rotted siding right here, obviously, which that was one of the things that worried actually both sets of clients we took through here. You know, you can kind of see it. There's probably several pieces that need to be replaced. Again, it's not impossible to take care of, and then obviously the curb appeal is lacking on the door here, but again, that's an easier fix. Coming in the home, the interior is actually in pretty great condition. You know, you have some missing receptacles. That's another thing. Easy fix, but the FHA and VA loans will not pass that when you're missing receptacles. Easy fix. We can pop those on, no problem. But yeah, I mean, the interior really is not in bad shape. It is obviously dated. You got wallpaper, and you know, it's the era of the home. But I know we had a lot of interest. We had lots of leads reach out about the property. And so affordable housing is hard to come by, which is what we have going for us here. You know, a property that a lot of people can afford. However, like I said, majority, you know, you got probably the original furnace there. Majority of people purchasing a primary in this price point are going to need FHA, VA financing. So unless we're willing to get the property in that condition, probably going to have to market to the investors who will flip the property and then go ahead and sell it to the FHA, VA buyers looking to purchase as a primary. Yeah, so here is the second thing I wanted to show to you guys. Obviously, we know the roof's been repaired. However, this, you know, it just doesn't settle well for the market. You know, seeing the water damage here, it looks like they tried to repair some of it, but obviously you have water damage there. And so we've tried to, you know, talk about how the roof's new, so that issue's taken care of most likely. However, yeah, that cosmetic part still needs to be repaired. This tub has kind of been an issue. I mean, it's a pretty heavy tub. That's a true cast iron tub, which is kind of cool, but you know, not exactly practical for today's living, but not impossible to deal with. However, again, the market, you know, buying primary residences in this price point, they don't want to do a whole lot of work. In today's society, everything is automatic. It's an instant gratification type of society, so it needs to be move-in ready. But yeah, obviously we're dated. It's in good shape. It's just, if we could qualify for the FHA, VA buyers, we could probably get it sold not too far from where it's currently listed at as far as price goes. But you know, the property just needs some work in order to get there. You know, you got the original heat pump there, and then yeah, just a lot of paint and siding that needs replaced would make a difference. I see they took out the covered porch here. One less thing to have to worry about. That's another one that the FHA VA appraisers will not pass. And the garage is great. There's some water staining up in the insulation. It's black, and so I've had people worried about mold. But it's a great, this is a huge value for the property, this garage. Not ideal that, you know, you can't really park 2 cars. You could get creative, but since the house covers most of this right side bay, it's not ideal. But and then you have potential foundation issues. I'm no general contractor, but this is actually, that's what buyers have said. They're worried that means the foundation is not doing too well with the cracking there on the siding. You can kind of see there how the boards are warped. Again, this is exactly what the flippers are looking for, and we have a lot of them here in Tri-Cities. And so to start it at a price point that gets their attention could create that auction type environment or bidding war. And then here's the retaining wall here, which is obviously leaning pretty good, and so that's just another concern for buyers that we've showed the property to, having to deal with this retaining wall. Eventually, it doesn't need to be dealt with right now, but that's just another thing for buyers to consider. And, you know, buyers purchasing at this price point typically don't have a whole lot of extra cash. But yeah, mostly the rotted siding, the cracked siding here has been the biggest concern for clients. You have a little window there that might have the seal broken. Older HVAC system. So yeah, that's the property. That's kind of where we're at with the condition of it, at least on the surface. In order to get it sold, especially with being on the market as long as it has, it's going to need to be either marketed to the flippers, investors, or you know, then if you guys are willing to put work into it, which we're not exactly sure how much that all will really be, but if you guys are willing to do that, then yeah, you could get closer to the 285, 300 price point.